Alright guys, good morning and welcome to another daily DATS FX market analysis. We're gonna start going over yesterday's trade, right? If you remember, we did another pre-New York analysis yesterday, as during pre-London there was no setup, high probability setup, so we didn't take any. Now, if we check yesterday's analysis of Dixie, right, of the USD, during London, we defined that it was strong bearish, right? So we were not going to long USD anytime soon. But during New York, it was uptrending, so I played the pullback leg, right? Going to play along the first until the first supply zone as a completion of the pullback leg before continuing the downtrend. Well, the pullback leg was over when New York opened, so it started falling, and NCD USD short order ended up in a quick stop loss. Thankfully, we have the stop losses to keep our risk managed. So here is the analysis of the journal, right? Let me put it down here so you can see the chart too. Okay, so here's the chart, and the bias on the XY was clear, but traded against it, expecting a pullback before the drop. Paid the price for it. Yep, was the message here is that the pullback legs are low probability, right? It looked like it was going to be high probability, but it didn't, as usual. So we try not to trade against the intraday trend, and even more trade against the higher time frame trend, right? And here the higher time frame trend was bearish in the dollar, so NCD USD was going to go up. The drop in the USD came during New York session, giving NCD room to the upside. Now the week's path is clearer as a risk-on scenario. That's a great thing, guys. So now we have a very clear scenario to play along this week. I'm gonna save this and close it. That's it for today. Now we move on to today's economic calendar. No news during London or New York. We already have good news for NCD, right? An unemployment rate that came lower than expected. So let's start here. Economic calendar, NCD, unemployment came better than expected. Nothing else. London or New York. All right. Now let's go to the heat map. Let me do this. All right, heat map. Heat map. What can you see, guys, here? What can you see? Yes, exactly. NCD strong, supported by fundamentals. That's a very good observation. Let's see, crypto dumping, strong, all across the board. This has nothing to do with the Dixie profile, even that the USD is slightly bullish at the moment, but it's gonna start falling anytime soon. We're gonna check it once we move to the DXY analysis. Now, okay, let's go here and let's replace this with this strongest. Which are the strongest, guys? Yeah, NCD and AUD. Which are the weakest? The weakest is CHF and JPY, right? JPY. So now let's move on to check Dixie lower time frame order flow, right? Boom. All right. Let's go to the 4-hour. Let's go to the daily first. Let's see what happened on the daily. Took the low, took the high. We see kind of a consolidation here, right? It's clear on the daily it's a consolidation, nothing very rangy. Look at this, very rangy. Rangy. And the range goes from 98.626 to 98.970. All right, so let's go 4-hour. What do we see? More consolidation. 1 hour. Well, we're currently being rejected from the 1-hour supply zone, right? Here, right here. Lower time frame supply. Boom. I'll move this a little bit. But we have like another demand zone right below here, but we're expecting lower lows and lower highs, right? Okay, considering we're expecting lower lows and lower highs, and we are not gonna trade the dollar, because if we go to the heat map, dollar is mixed. So even if we are really bearish on the dollar, we need evidence that it's actually going to fall. So for the moment, we stay on the side with the dollar, even that we know that we have a bearish order flow, bearish, but at the moment this range trading, so no need to rush or force any trade against it. Okay, now let's check the charts of these combinations, right? NCD CHF, AUD CHF, NCD JPY, AUD JPY. Let's see which one is the strongest. The strongest is the NCD, right? And the weakest is the CHF. If we found a trade there, no need to go on to any other chart. Okay, so let's go here. NCD CHF, boom. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Interesting. Ah, no. Nice. Thank you. That's good. Okay, we are doing a higher high. We broke above this and this this supply zone. Then the next one is right here. This is a good supply zone, and we're barely touching it. We shouldn't respect it. We definitely shouldn't respect it, but we're not going to. What do we need at the moment? What are we looking for? We are looking for an entry that up until this level, it gives us 1 hour. And what I mean by that is like, let's look at for an entry around here with risk here. I'm talking about, it's all hypothesis, right? No hypothesis. I'm simulating, right? So in order that when it arrives to this high quality supply zone, we can already be moving the stop loss to break even. So if the supply zone is respected, it comes back, it takes us out at break even, no losses, we move forward, everything cool. We have strong protection. If there is no entry down here, I definitely don't like to position myself against this supply zone, right? I may wait until it's broken and retest it from above to go up. Okay, so sorry for this, so many lines. Boom, let's go. 4 hours, 1 hour. Let's see. Yeah, maybe this one. That comes from this one. And this one, and this one. Let's go to 15 minutes. 30 minutes. Let's go to 30 minutes. Now I like it much more. Much more. Let me see something. Eight pips. This I like it. You have this lower time frame demand. Let's change this one. Okay, and this one here. I actually like it. This one. We have these two lower time frame demand zones, right? Let me see. This is JPY. Yeah, what I'm checking is that from the non-commercials, the COT perspective, that is the fundamental part, right? It's a better trade NCD-JPY. Let's look at, okay, so we have, this is our market structure, right? We were coming down, broke up to the upside, came down again. Now we could be making higher highs. Low, high, low, high, higher low. Now higher high. For the higher high, it should come around here before going this and this. Okay, so this one would be there for the break even, and we should make a higher high for the 221. Okay, let's go to see NZD-JPY now. For hours daily, just to see where we're standing. Okay, yeah, we have room to go up. Yeah, to be honest, I would like for these two. This drop is like really aggressive. This is the NFP drop. interesting. We'll be grinding up. I don't have yet. To break above this level. Yeah, actually it's higher time frame. I like more the other. But it got already consumed. Okay, so let's check. Where would our trade be? The ideal. You have a rally base rally right there. With a clear lower time frame demand right there. Let's see what this trade could. Five pips. But then we go to 15. I actually like this. But like this, I would put like 10 pips. Yeah, let's play this too. No, you know, let's not play this too. This one is gonna be up to you. You choose the better one. I give you the facts. From my perspective, technically, and because of how it moves, I think the NZD JPY has better chances, at least to get the 1-to-1. But still NZD CHF, it's all there. So both plays are high probability. The thing that you need to know is that you are both you are exposed to the New Zealand dollar. So it's not worth it to play both, right? Unless you play half size on each. That's fair enough. So yes, I would suggest actually for you to do the go half and half. NCD, yeah, you split the risk. If it's a matter of NCD weakening, you're gonna be stopped in both, and if it's a matter of the JPY or the CHF strengthening, then the other one is gonna play out. So yeah, and you don't have to worry to adjust your stop loss or anything. Well, actually, you do, yeah. Yeah, let's go with that one, guys. Okay, let's check the levels. I'm gonna do a screen cap for you here. Boom. No, sorry. Let's come here and NZD CHF order. And NCD JPY order. All right, guys, that's it for today. Remember, later I'm gonna be sharing the swing trading positions and orders for this week. And there are no calls tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. Why? Because I'm gonna be on a OCR camp retreat. So hope you have a wonderful weekend and that everything plays out as we expect. See you guys. Be an alpha. Bye bye.